Greetings, this is Mrs. Bruno here to give you your tutorial on research paper note cards. All right, so here I have a student exemplar of our note cards, but I just want you all to make sure that you have your actual thesis to reference, okay? So like this student did here, even though it's not on the note cards, you can always copy and paste your thesis statement on the note cards. So his thesis statement is artificial intelligence has evolved in human communication, task orientation, and future implications. So ultimately, these are his 3 points. So what this student did was he found 9 sources, 3 for human communication, 3 for task orientation, and 3 for future implications in regards to artificial intelligence evolution. All right. So now that he has his sources, he has to go ahead and pull out the actual research, the actual evidence onto his note cards. Okay. So if you have this reference sheet available, you can go ahead now and scroll down and you'll see here exactly what it means to take notes for research. Ultimately, you'll be taking summary notes, paraphrase notes, and a quotation note. Okay. So again, a quotation is pretty much when you're jotting down an actual quote that's said verbatim from an actual passage, or from your source. If it's a podcast, if you're listening to it, you're taking an actual quotation that's being said by the author or the participant of the source. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here and show you the actual quote card right here. Okay. Versus a paraphrase card is whereas you are going to read a piece of evidence and ensure that that evidence is put into your own words. Okay. That's what we call a paraphrase card. So that's what you would do for this one. And then lastly, you have a summary card. And if we go back up, a summary card, it's just pretty much giving an overview, okay, of a large paragraph or several paragraphs or a chapter in your own words, okay? Mind you, notice that you have the numbers here in the upper right-hand corner. These are the same numbers associated with your source. So if you don't want to write down the actual author's last name and the title of the work, you can do that, okay? Some people do both, and some people just only do the numbers in accordance to the bibliography cards. That's okay. What I'm requesting is that you have 3 quotation cards, 3 paraphrase cards, and 3 summary cards all together. All right? So when you go back here, and let's look at this student's work. It's loading. Thank you so much for your patience. Okay, maybe it just needs a quick refresh. Oh, or maybe I need to go. Oh, excuse me. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm just going to go ahead and refresh this. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this in slideshow mode so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You will be issued an empty template, which I'll show you at the end of this video, okay? So you have your note cards and you have your full name here. And then as you're doing your research, you want to put your thesis point in the upper left-hand corner and then put either the author's last name and the title of the work with the source number. That's the same as your bibliography card, or just the actual source number that's the same as your bibliography cards, okay? So here we have an actual quote, okay? And it's coming from this source. And I can see where this student is going to be. This is going to be for his future implications component in that body paragraph. Then he uses a different source by Joshi. Okay, and this is information that he put into his own words in relation to future implications of AI. And then lastly, he does a summary, okay, where he gives an overview of future implications in regards to AI, and he follows the same process, okay? So ultimately, you'll see the same thing for task orientation. He has 3 of those, as you can see, quotation, paraphrase, and a summary, okay? And he does the same thing for human communication in terms of AI. okay, the evolution. All right. Notice how all 9 sources are used. Okay. So let me show you the template. The template looks just like this. Okay. So you'll put your name. It has the instructions here. All right. And it says right here a minimum of 6 sources, but I'm going to change it to 9 so it can correspond with what you're trying to do. Okay. But at minimum, actually I'll keep it the same, but like try to use all your sources if possible, please. Okay. Sorry for reneging. All right. You must ensure each this thesis point has a quotation card, a paraphrase card, or a summary card. Okay. If you have accommodations, I will send you a follow-up, so you know what type of options that you'll have. And again, you have some more examples in here upon how to do it. Okay, and then the rest are blank for you to put there. Well, thank you all so much for your time. I hope that this helps, and hang in there. We're about to enter the research paper, in terms of our drafting process. Thank you for all that you do.